Hello again folks, and welcome to Black Bear Outdoors. Now today we're going to take a look at how to clean your Sig P320 or M17 pistol. Quick and easy way. Caveat, no, we're not going to wash it with the dishes like the intro. And yeah, there's probably 100 different ways of people doing this. This is just how we do it. And yeah, it's quick, it's easy, and this is after a range day, so by no means a white glove clean. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So a few things that you're going to need, or that we're going to use today, firstly, is some break-free CLP. We use this on all of our firearms. We believe the military has been using it for such a long time. Well, it's got a good track record, right? Then we're going to be using a little brush. This particular one comes from an AR cleaning kit, but pretty useful to have. It's a polymer brush, so it's not going to do damage to anything. We're going to be using some Tetra gun grease. Now this is optional, we just like to use it, but yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to. We're going to need our trusty cloth. We are also going to be using some 9mm patches that we normally use for these, and our trusty boar snake. Quite like these, they've got bristles and all kinds of things that you can pull through the barrel, but we'll get to that in a minute. And then we're also going to use our little cleaning rod here that I believe came with our Glock 17 when we bought that. So let's get straight into it. You can see on this finish the powder burn shows quite a bit after you put some lead down range. But yeah, firstly, to break down your pistol, just so you know, this pistol has been cleared beforehand and there's no ammunition around. That's just standard operating procedure for us. So we are going to rack the slide back, just make sure again it's cleared. You can see it's cleared there. We're going to rotate the takedown lever to the 6 o'clock position. I'm going to rack it back and take the slide right off. So now it's disassembled, right? We're going to take our recoil assembly out, as well as our barrel, just by lifting it and pulling it out. So there we go, it's fully field stripped. Alright, so first thing that we're going to do, we're going to take some of our break free, and we're going to give it a bit of a squirt in there, just so it can do its thing. And then we're going to start working on the barrel first, and there's a reason why we like doing that. It's just to give the CLP a bit of time to do its thing while we work on the other pieces of the pistol. So these little patches, I normally fold them like that, and let me try and get this done properly on camera. Alright, and we just pull it through that little loop there. That's my dog you hear in the background. Give it a bit of CLP there, both sides. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to run this through the barrel from the back end to the ground there. So we're going to run it through a couple of times, and the reason why we do that is so that we get some CLP inside the barrel to break down any carbon that might be sitting in there. So we're going to put this aside for a little bit and let it do its job, right? We're going to do the same on this end, put some CLP in here, just a little squirt there. And then we're simply going to take our brush and give it a good scrub down, trying to get all the carbon off of there. Hope you can see on camera what we're doing here. All the little nooks and crannies there. Alright, and we'll do the same on this end. Give it a good scrub down. And usually I'd give it a couple of minutes just like that, but for the sake of brevity, we're going to grab our cloth and just give it a good wipe down. Wipe off all the excess CLP there. It is still going to leave a little bit of CLP in there to lubricate and protect. That's what the CLP stands for: clean, lubricate, and protect. So it's kind of an all-in-one thing, right? So that's nice and clean, and then we give this slide a bit of a wipe down, get all up in there, get it nice and clean. I like to give the slide a little wipe on the outside as well, so you can see it removes the carbon there fairly quickly. We'll give it another one once we're finished. Just get a little bit of the fingerprints and stuff off of there as well. If you want, you can do the same with the recoil assembly. I'm not too phased about that personally, but it's always good to have give it a little bit of a wipe down, right? So now that the CLP has had a bit of a chance to break down the carbon in the barrel, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our bore snake, right? And again, we're going to be pulling it through from the kind of feed ramp end. All you have to do is just pull it through a couple of times. Like that. And we'll do it again. It's got a little weight on it, so it's easy to kind of get it through the barrel. And then just pull it through one more time. Alright, now hopefully you can see that is a really clean barrel. I hope you can see that on the camera. If not, you're going to have to take my word for it. Alright, then what I also do is I'll give it a little squirt like that and give it a good wipe down, because that's going to be parts where metal is going to be on metal, so you want to make sure you get a little bit of lube on there at least, right? It just saves it a bit. Alright, get that feed ramp nice and clean. And give that a wipe down as well. Alright, so the last thing that I like to do is we use a little bit of Tetra gun grease. Now again, this is optional. It's not really necessary with the CLP, but I'm into a little bit of overkill with that. But anyway, so I'm gonna reassemble the slide. So barrel end first, then your recoil assembly. Make sure you put it the right way around, and it'll just clip in there. It's pretty simple to see which way it is. You'll figure it out pretty easily. Alright, and then what I do with the Tetra gun grease, I just put a tiny little bead on the rails here. Alright, maybe up there as well. Just like 3 little beads like that, just to give it that little bit of extra lubrication. Not that it needs it, like I said, but it's something we like to do. Alright, so we're going to reassemble our pistol by putting the slide back on the rails, locking back the slide, returning the takedown lever to its original position, and safe direction. There we go. Function test, safe direction. There we go. Let's test the safety. There we go. So fully assembled and ready to roll. So again, what I like to do is just with the excess CLP that's on the cloth already, I will give the slide a little bit of a wipe down, just so it looks pretty. So with the gun grease that's on there already, now just by racking the slide, you're making the gun do the work for you, right? So you don't have to kind of work it in anything like that. Alright folks, so there you go. That's a clean and ready P320 or M17, ready for the next range day. If you learned something new today, guys, or enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and hit that subscribe button on the next screen. It's going to look like a black bear badge. We really need your support. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.